Disclaimer. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as professional psychological advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you're experiencing manipulation or abuse, please contact appropriate professional services. Narcissists use these 8 tactics to gain complete control over your mind and emotions. Narcissistic manipulation is one of the most psychologically damaging forms of emotional abuse. Unlike physical abuse, which is visible and immediate, narcissistic abuse is subtle, insidious, and often invisible until significant damage has been done. Narcissists don't act randomly. They employ carefully calculated tactics designed to confuse, destabilize, and dominate their targets emotionally and mentally. In this video, I'll expose the 8 dark psychology techniques narcissists employ. Recognizing these tactics is your first line of defense. Once you understand them, you can protect yourself from manipulation and regain clarity about what's happening in your relationship. Let's begin. Point 1. Idealization phase. The idealization phase, also called love bombing, is how narcissists hook you initially. At first, you seem perfect in their eyes. They shower you with attention, compliments, gifts, and affection, making you feel like you found your soulmate. It feels amazing, like a dream come true. But it's a trap. The narcissist creates an addictive high and establishes a trauma bond, making you dependent on their validation. Red flags include moving too fast in the relationship, excessive flattery that seems almost too good to be true, demanding immediate attention, or creating an us-against-the-world mentality. Every compliment, gift, or act of kindness is carefully calculated to make you crave their approval. Psychologists note that the trauma bond formed here can make leaving incredibly difficult later, even when the abuse becomes obvious. Point 2. Devaluation. Once attachment is secured, the mask drops. The person who praised you now criticizes everything: appearance, intelligence, job, friends, or family. This sudden shift is confusing and destabilizing. You try desperately to regain their approval, hoping to return to the perfect phase. This is intermittent reinforcement, alternating praise and criticism unpredictably, which creates an addictive cycle. Your self-esteem diminishes while their control grows. Every attempt you make to please them reinforces the pattern. Silent treatment, backhanded compliments, or constant criticism are all part of the devaluation. Remember, the narcissist's goal isn't improvement, it's control, creating dependence and insecurity. Point 3. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is psychological manipulation designed to make you question your reality. Narcissists deny events, conversations, or promises, making you doubt your memory, perception, and judgment. Examples: "I never said that," "You're too sensitive," or "You're overreacting." Over time, victims apologize for their feelings, make excuses for the narcissist, and lose trust in their own mind. This tactic is devastating because once your grip on reality is weakened, the narcissist gains almost complete power over you. Victims often report confusion, anxiety, and even questioning their sanity, a direct goal of the narcissist. Point 4. Triangulation. Triangulation involves bringing third parties into the relationship to create jealousy, competition, or validation. Narcissists may mention ex-partners, flirt with others, or compare you unfavorably to friends, colleagues, or family. Sometimes, the rival doesn't even exist, it's fabricated to create insecurity. Triangulation isolates you, increases anxiety, and makes you constantly compete for attention. You feel like you're never enough, while the narcissist positions themselves as the ultimate prize. This tactic ensures you remain emotionally entangled and prevents forming support networks. Over time, constant comparison erodes your confidence and fosters dependence on the narcissist's approval. Point 5. Hoovering. Hoovering pulls you back after you've distanced yourself. The narcissist reverts to idealization. Apologies, romantic gestures, promises to change, or reminders of the good times. It feels genuine, but it's manipulation. The cycle repeats. Idealization, devaluation, discard, hoover. Hoovering exploits trauma bonds, memory of highs, and your desire to believe people can change. Recognize the pattern. These gestures are performance, not real progress. Victims often find themselves forgiving behaviors they previously would not tolerate, which strengthens the narcissist's control. Point 6. Flying monkeys. Flying monkeys are third parties recruited to do the narcissist's bidding. They may present themselves as supportive, but they pressure you or defend the narcissist's actions. Examples include family telling you to forgive, friends insisting they're trying to change, or colleagues relaying their version of events. This isolates you, overwhelms you, and maintains the narcissist's public image. The most insidious part: the narcissist can deny any involvement, while you face pressure from multiple sources. This tactic preys on our natural trust in loved ones, making it hard to discern manipulation from genuine concern. Point 7. Projection. Projection is when narcissists accuse you of behaviors they themselves are guilty of. If they lie, cheat, or act selfishly, they claim you are the one doing it. Projection deflects attention, distracts you, and creates self-doubt. Example: discovering inappropriate messages, they accuse you of betrayal instead of taking responsibility. You end up defending yourself while the real issue remains unresolved. Recognizing projection is key. Step back and ask, does this accusation reflect their actions more than mine? Understanding this pattern helps you stop being manipulated into constant defensiveness. Point 8. Discard. The final discard occurs when you no longer serve their needs. It's sudden, cold, and often brutal. They may cut off contact, start a new relationship, spread lies, or display complete indifference. This contrast between idealization and discard destroys self-worth. Often, they may hoover you back later when they need validation, restarting the cycle. Understanding this helps you realize the discard reflects their inability to love, not your value. You weren't discarded because you're unlovable. The narcissist simply cannot form authentic connections. Awareness of this cycle is crucial for emotional recovery. Bonus tip: no contact. Your best defense is no contact. No calls, messages, social media, or intermediaries. Benefits: breaks trauma bonds, prevents hoovering, allows healing, and regains clarity. The narcissist may attempt to violate it, but responding only resets your progress. Block them, change numbers, alert friends, and seek therapy if needed. No contact proves you can thrive independently. Protecting yourself is self-preservation, not cruelty. Awareness of these tactics empowers you. Boundaries, knowledge, and no contact give you control over your life and emotions. Remember, knowledge is your first line of defense. Protect yourself, stay vigilant, and never let anyone control your mind or sense of self-worth. If you've experienced narcissistic abuse, know it was never your fault. These tactics are deliberate and effective against anyone, regardless of intelligence or strength. Have you dealt with a narcissist? What tactic did they use most? Share in the comments. Your story might help someone else recognize what they're experiencing. Subscribe for more content on protecting yourself from manipulation and building healthy relationships. And if you need support, reach out to a qualified therapist who specializes in narcissistic abuse recovery. Next video, I'll teach you the psychology of confidence and how to rebuild self-worth after manipulation. You won't want to miss it. This content is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not professional psychological advice, therapy, or medical guidance. The information presented is based on psychological research and principles but should not replace consultation with licensed mental health professionals. If you are experiencing abuse, manipulation, or mental health concerns, please contact National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1-800-799-7233. Crisis Text Line. Text HOME to 741741, your local mental health services. The creator and channel are not responsible for any actions taken based on this information.